State legislatures around the U.S. have been recently passing or pushing to regulate social media for minors. These measures, though, could have far-reaching consequences beyond child safety. 3 states, Connecticut, Nebraska, and Utah, are also seeking algorithmic recommendations, impose time restrictions, and introduce stricter age verification requirements. While supporters argue these policies will help protect young users from harmful content and excessive screen time, they also accelerate the push toward mandatory digital ID systems that could undermine online anonymity. This may ultimately shift the internet toward a more monitored and controlled digital space, raising concerns about privacy and personal freedom. Connecticut's Attorney General William Tong believes social media is deliberately using machine learning to keep users engaged. He argues that such algorithms analyze user behavior to feed them increasingly compelling content, a tactic he believes is particularly harmful to children. If passed in Connecticut, the bill would prohibit algorithm-based content recommendations for minors unless a parent explicitly opts in. It would also block social media access for children between midnight and 6 a.m. and impose a daily usage limit of 1 hour. Tong believes that parents must make an active decision regarding their child's access to algorithms. They will have to affirmatively make that decision. Many social media platforms already claim to restrict access for users under 13, but enforcement is largely ineffective. Tong dismisses the idea that social media giants lack the resources to implement stringent measures. It's up to these companies, which make trillions of dollars every year off of all of us, to figure out how to effectively age-gate, verify the age of young people, and to verify parent consent. He states also, "We know that just putting a page up that says, 'Are you 18 or not?' and clicking yes or no doesn't do it." Connecticut's bill is part of a broader national trend pushing for tighter age verification rules, many depending on digital ID systems that could make anonymous online access increasingly difficult. Nebraska's LB 383 bill would require social media companies to implement reasonable age verification to block minors from accessing platforms unless a parent provides consent. Acceptable verification methods would include digital IDs and third-party age authentication services, though these entities would be required to delete personal data after verification. These types of laws raise concerns about how much personal information users will have to provide just to access everyday online services. Critics of digital ID expansion warn that once identity checks become standard, they could be applied beyond social media, eventually eroding the ability to browse the internet freely and anonymously. The states that have adopted or are pursuing social media and possibly internet access laws are only wanting to protect children from social media addiction and harmful content. But any laws are laying the groundwork for a future where identity verification turns into a prerequisite for internet access. Mandatory digital ID requirements, whether through government-issued IDs, credit cards, or third-party verification services, could fundamentally affect the shape of the internet, transforming it from an open platform into a space where access is restricted and monitored. Even if the technical challenges for digital IDs can be met through private firms, the political obstacles cannot be. Convincing Americans that digital technology really is secure and reliable will be a difficult road to climb, as it should be. If the government runs a national digital ID program, the public will be additionally skeptical because government has not always shown itself to be a capable tech developer or a faithful steward of Americans' privacy. Therefore, I believe policymakers would be wise to use small-scale ways to deploy and test this technology before mandating it broadly. This is H.A. Graves.